Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Vintage Geek Extra play along here. This is your buddy Stars coming to say hi here on a Tuesday afternoon, as usual. We're going to take a look here at a little video game called Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Kong Quest. And let's make sure that I actually saved the game here. I should probably start checking that before I start recording, but oh well. Yeah, okay, this is, I think, where we were. Let's see. Where's my dude Funky? There he is. Okay. Alright. Well, oh, we don't have any coins. Super. Okay. Let's go back here. Let's see where we can. We'll check and see if there are any coins up the old hornet hole here. Stick our hands into the hornet hole. See what we come out with. Let's go up here. Alrighty. That puts us into a bonus game that I'm certain we've already done. So, I don't think that really accomplishes any... Well, I take that back. Apparently, we did not succeed there. So, I guess that works out, but... Oh, I wonder if I did this one and not the other one. Huh. Let's see here. Kill all these bees. This is what Orkin does, if I'm not mistaken. This is how they usually take care of this stuff. Yeah, so I think I already did that one, and I must have just passed this one down here up. The important thing, though, is there's our second banana coin. And now we've completed that level. All right. Let's see here. All right, into Gloomy Gulch, Ghosts. What was the name of this place? Ghostly Cove? Take that, Cloak, I think. This looked like who that was. Yeah, this dude. Get some free bananas from my enemy. Donkey Kong requires a tithe from crocodiles he's defeated. Come on, Ghost Rope. I feel like I remember these Ghost Ropes showing up a bunch in the advertising for this game. I don't know why. I just feel like there were a lot of the renders of like the ghosts in various places, magazines, and maybe even TV advertisements. I don't know. This is a tough bee. Very few bees can survive being hit in the face with a treasure chest over and over. And frankly, I recommend that you don't even try it. This music is so good. This music honestly may be my favorite piece of music in this whole series, and that's saying a great deal, because I really screwed up there. I really enjoyed the soundtrack for this game and the previous game a whole lot, and to some extent the game after that, but 3's not. It feels three feels like it was made by, even though it's a good game, strictly speaking. Three feels like it was just made by a team that Rare forgot they even had. Like it was just two guys in a closet in Twycross, however they pronounce the name of that place. Just working on this game, and they just come to Rare after, you know, months of work, and just like, hey, we finished Donkey Kong Country 3. The third one? Did we approve that? Well, whatever, just put it out, I guess. Nobody's gonna see it, it'll be fine. That's the kind of comedy work that I'm capable of when I am exhausted and dealing with nerve pain resulting from a gabapentin that I took for migraines. That's about as clear and as funny as I can be. It's one of those, like, and they were just like, what? And I was like, what? They'd just be like, what? Ah! Screwed up the timing there. Ghostly Grove! Oh, Jesus. That's not gonna be good. That's gonna make this so much harder trying to do that without Dixie. Okay. Hopefully we'll hit a thing here soon. A DK barrel. There we go. Okay. All right. I do like the little noise that they make. There we go. Gotta get them banana coins. Yeah. And the bananas. I have no reason to go to the Monkey Museum. I love this music also, just because it's so dramatic for a game where you're literally playing as a chimp. Okay, gotta really lock in here. I remember this being a hard level. Hey, we made it to a bonus stage. All right. Collect the stars. That's me. I think this is one of those where you don't actually have to get all of them, you just have to get enough of them. And I think we just did that. Yay. All right. That seems like that'd be hard to fail. Like, most of these, there's at least a chance that you're not going to make it through. Gotta get that extra time, hit them barrels. I feel like the Kongs should share whatever technology it is that allows them to break a barrel to make time slow down. Or speed up, I guess. It seems like that would probably be useful and probably catastrophic if adapted by human society. But then that's true of most chimp technology. It's disastrous in the wrong hands. By which I mean, of course, humanity. The only right hands are chimp hands. We must yield our power to the chimps. Wow, I can't believe we made that. Oh, and I took my hands off the controller for that split second to scratch my neck, and now we're dead. So let's see if we can do that a second time. Didn't need that DK barrel. I'm too chimping it already. I'm out here lamping too chimped. There we go. Okay. Should have went the other way, because it looks like that was a bonus level. The background looks really good here. I don't know, maybe it's just because I haven't played these levels nearly as much as the ones preceding it, but I think that's a cool looking background. Uh-oh. That's no good. The degree of perfection that this game demands of two chimps is extraordinary. Okay, almost there. Just right here, then we need to jump across. Ah, didn't do it. Couldn't pull it off. Missed not hitting that B again, also. Okay, no minus barrels so far. Okay. Got that one. I think that's where I messed up last time. Okay, made it through. Flawless performance. Flawless. No, that wasn't flawless at all. That was not great. Definitely kind of kicking off the morning brain deadness. Should have played some Tetris before. My go-to for waking myself up enough to interact with human beings as though I know what I'm doing. Come on. Damn, dog, it's windy here. Really, for once in my life, I need that ditty. Gotta have that. Oh, well. Now I guess we're gonna have that ditty. And of course, you know, this game being made in 1995, it helps tremendously to just try to avoid the unfortunate implications of a chimp named Diddy in this day and age. Probably not great. Oh boy. I do love any kind of bouncing. I think we talked about that in the first episode of this series. I really, truly do love any character where you bounce around. Your Scrooge McDucks, your Commander Keens. I'm sure there are others. Yeah, basically anything with a pogo function. What, Shovel Knight? Didn't Shovel Knight have that? Man, my memories of Shovel Knight are so... so faint for whatever reason. Whoa! Okay. Wasn't planning on that happening. British game design, baby. Let's go back over here and get Coily? Isn't that his name? I feel like I answered a question about this on the in-game trivia and got it correct the first time, and now I have already forgotten his name again. Oh. Excuse me. Got some unfortunate sinus pressure, making me all nasally. It's kind of the thing that you got to avoid when you kind of professionally talk about old video games. It's important to try your best not to be like, actually, this game was originally called Diddy Kong's Quest until they realized it was a pun that they could make. And I'm halfway in that coffin as it is. I gotta make sure to to fix these sinus issues. Get that O. Okay. This isn't like the Ninja Gaiden level that's like this. Ah! Couldn't tell exactly where I needed to be for that. Alright. There's a realistic chance I may have to continue here. And I really don't want to do that, because I'm going to have to play all these levels again. I don't even want to... No! I don't even want to play this part of this level again. Where can I go? I don't think there's anything I can really do. Anywhere that I could, like, easily build up lives. No! Give me my snake! Give me my snake! There we go. I think a lot about that game Dream. The rare game that they were making around this time that eventually got parted out in like a number of different ways, and I think mostly became Banjo-Kazooie, if I remember correctly. Oh! This is not good! Anyway, I feel like every single screenshot I've seen of Dream looks like this level of this game. It's like this exact set of like greens and browns, like foresty, kind of jungly stuff in the background. Which I guess would make sense since you are a pirate. Still would love to know what that game would have been. No! I just Yoshi'd our snake there, so maybe we will get across this time. Yeah, there we go. We would have lost the snake right there anyway. All that work that I did for no reason. Alright, find the token. I can do that. There we go. Told you I could do it. I bet you would have gotten like a DK coin if you had gotten there with the snake. I think it's Coily. I think that's his name. Don't know what to do with it there. There we go. Collect the stars. That's me. Oh, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. Oh, never mind. No, we're fine. Did not realize that they'd given you half a minute extra to beat this thing. There we go. Oh, why am I Diddy? Why am I Diddy? See, I feel like there's a barrel down there under that coin, but I'm not going to try it. Uh-oh. There we go. No! Here's our DK coin. Oh, we are so close. Just gonna be... Wow, that's something I didn't want to happen. I didn't want that to happen a lot. Uh-oh. Now we're in trouble. Oh. Gonna try to be cautious here, which means I'm probably gonna be killed. So we don't really need that, do we? Okay. Cross. Okay, uh-oh. Could have been bad, but it wasn't. Oh, didn't get the DK coin, but who cares? Oh, ugh, I don't even care that we didn't get that. Oh yeah, baby, that's what I wanted to see. Look at those sums these crimlings have done. Disgraceful. 5 + 2 = 7. Just foul. Bawdy. Okay, now even if we die, we're gonna come back here, so thank God for that. Back in the old b-hole here. Picking up some bananas. Now we're playing as Blue Squawks, who is very similar to Green Squawks, except he lacks firepower, which is, I suppose, rare among parrots. Not a lot of parrots pack that MFing thing on them. So, I guess we should really feel lucky that we have Squawks. Okay. Get the hell out of here, Diddy. Rare really loved these vertical scrolling levels, I feel like. Okay. I think we can just jump past this jerk. Okay. Careful, careful, careful. This reminds me a lot of, I think the level was called Wookie Hole. It was level 2 in the original Battletoads. And then they made a very similar level to that in Battletoads versus Double Dragon. Or I guess Battletoads Double Dragon, I guess was the name of the game, not versus. Recently, I was messing around with some Game Boy games. And I found out that there is there's a Game Boy game called Battletoads that has the exact same cover as the original NES Battletoads. And then there is another one that is, I believe it's called, oh, we're going backwards there. I believe it's called Escape from Ragnarok or something similar to that. And those are the two games, and if you said which of these two games is the remake of the original NES one, I would not say it was the one that has a completely different title and cover. And as a result, I would be wrong, because the game that has the exact same cover as the NES Battletoads, and it's just called Battletoads, like the NES version of Battletoads, completely different game. Like, utterly and completely different. Not even comparable, like completely different levels and everything. Whereas the one with the weird name and new cover is literally just a beat-for-beat remake of the first game, but worse, and on the Game Boy. Not to say that it's terrible. I'm kind of a Battletoads defender in that, like, I realize the game is kind of bad in a lot of ways, but I still enjoy it a lot. Certainly now, there's no reason to have a Game Boy version of the original Battletoads. But I guess for the time, it was pretty impressive. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It feels weird to actually care about lives after beating those first set of levels and having, like, 70 of them when we turned this game off last time. I have a feeling I could have gone past there and gotten something. Oh well. Now we're in business. What is the name of this area of the island? Gloomy Gulch. How many little wasps did the end of area giant wasp break up into? The one that... is 5? Yeah. What is the name of the trendy surfing Kong who operates his barrel flights? Can't imagine Funky as being hip or stylish. He just seems like he's like the kind of guy who's throwing keggers in his 30s. Gusty Glade, I think. On the Kremling Island map, how many small wasps hover around the wasp hives? I don't know. 2? Alright. It's Gusty Glade. 3. Okay. What is the name of the Kremling Island that you are on? Crocodile Dump. Crocodile Isle, baby. Let's play the Gibbon game. Which of these is not the name of an area of the island you have played? Crazy Kremlin. Crocodile Canyon. What is your swordfish buddy's name? On Guard. Like Swordy and Stabber. I gotta get through this old ship, so I'm gonna ride Stabber through it. How many world map globes are there on the shelves in Donkey Kong College? One? No. No, let's try it one more time. There we go. All right. Now we're going into this next area with 9 lives. 9 lives! Let's see. Webwoods. I have probably listened to this piece of music more time in my life than any piece of music except for maybe Secret of the Forest from Chrono Trigger. This is a song that I literally will put on while I'm working on something, while I'm writing or stressed out, all through college, all that kind of stuff. Would literally put on for 30-minute intervals, like a 30-minute extended version of it, and listen to it just over and over and over again. And oh yeah, extra 2 lives. That's nice. Yeah, anytime I'm like working on something, anytime I'm writing, really truly did get me through college. Anytime I'm like need to relax, just throw this on with like some rain ambiance behind it. I listen to this. I will listen to a 30-minute extended version and then restart the extended version and listen to it again. Even while I'm being carved up by a diminutive crocodile. I hate those Mises to pieces. I don't know what he was doing there, but... Check this out, Diddy Kong! And then he moonwalks off of a cliff. Bang. All right, so technically this is gonna actually build up lives for us. Let's transform into a spider and get out of here. Just gonna create a wall of these webs. Just blowing these things away. Thinking about what games we're gonna play next. I honestly was not planning on Donkey Kong becoming a series, but playing this game made me want to play Donkey Kong 94, and once I started playing each of these games, both this and 94, I have found myself wanting to complete them, so that we got this accidental Donkey Kong month out of it. But of course, you know, once we finish this stuff up, and we probably will this week or next week. I guess it'll depend. We may just look at some other Donkey Kong games or something. But I've also been thinking a lot, and I don't know why this came to mind as I'm doing this, but for some reason, something about this spider makes me think of this game. Bob, B-O-B, for the Super NES, the NES. I think there was like Amiga versions or an Amstrad version or something. An Electronic Arts game. About an adorable robot on a space station killing things. And I personally think it's one of the more underrated shooters, like run and gun kind of games on really any 16-bit console. Shoot. Damn and blast. Where do we continue? So yeah, I've been thinking about that. That's a game that I've been picking up and playing a level or two of for many, many years at this point. After first hearing about it in Nintendo Power. Episode, or issue 50, maybe? 50-something, somewhere around there. I think it might have been the one with, Mortal Kombat 2 on the cover? Maybe? I don't remember. Actually, that probably isn't it, because I feel like the one with Mortal Kombat 2 on the cover... I feel like that had stuff on, like, Pocky and Rocky 2, which I feel like I remember as a fairly late release. I don't know. Anyway, Bob. It's a fun game. Look at it at some point, I'm sure. At least we have the lives to endure this. This string of horrific failures on my part. Okay. Gotta exterminate these bees. This is how colony collapse actually happens in real life, by the way. There's always this giant spider that wears tennis shoes that comes in and kills all the bees. Before that, chimps were the only natural predators that bees had in the wild. There we go. So we can get this in. I do kind of wonder what they were trying to point me at here. Something down here? This is probably foolish, isn't it? Oh well. Gotta be patient, because apparently my spider cannot jump on anything. Okay, there we are. Alright. Wall of webs. Knock out all these bees. Web ball. Web ball. Web ball. If it wasn't so boring to watch somebody who's really bad at fighting games, I would play some of those Marvel vs. Capcom games. Marvel vs. Capcom 2, definitely my favorite. Also, probably not coincidentally, the only fighting game I owned as a child. I think. Yeah, that'd be the only, like, one-on-one fighting game anyway as a child. Oh, almost had it. Oh, well. Got Marvel vs. Capcom 2 for the Dreamcast in whenever it came out, like 2001, something like that. It was like a late Dreamcast release, but a very exciting one to get. I liked that game a great deal. And I eventually did get pretty good at it. That's like the only game that I could consistently... That and 3, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, I was pretty good at as well. But that was mostly because... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That was mostly because that game came out when I had nothing better to do all day than to play Marvel vs. Capcom 3. I was like 19 when that game came out. I actually worked for a company that I can't remember the name of. Ah! Yeah, it's a company that I can't think of the name of, but they did video game merchandising for Walmart specifically. So, like, they were the company that would be contracted to like set up displays of, you know, like this is the new model of Xbox 360. Here's a demo of what it looks like and how it plays, and that kind of stuff. And they was an extraordinary amount of waste at that company. Of stuff that people would have loved to have had. Like, I had this really cool thing celebrating the 25th anniversary of Mario Brothers in 2010. And it was awesome. It, like, showed, like, all the different sprites, like, what he looked like in every generation, all this other stuff, and it showed every main series Mario game. So it was really cool. And they had me put it up. Oh, I think that's how I need to do that from now on, is to bounce off of them. They come too fast for me to do anything else. Anyway, yeah, so, like, all of this like merchandising stuff that people would have killed to have, they wanted me to throw away a Marvel vs. Capcom 3 tournament kit for, like, an official tournament with Capcom, where you won, like, a copy of the game and all this other stuff, and it came with, like, a full retail copy of Marvel vs. Capcom 3, and one of the stores decided that they didn't want to do the contest. So this company instructed me to just throw away this tournament kit with a full version, like full retail version of this game that literally wasn't even on shelves at the time that they released it. So I was like, well, that's insane. I'm not doing that. So, of course, I didn't throw it away. Did eventually lose it, but that's neither here nor there. But I did get the copy of the game out of it. So, it's insane to throw something like that away for no reason other than that the company is hoping that you would throw away the free copy of the game that you had access to and go back and buy the game legit. Like, that's absurd. The bigger issue happened when I had to install a 360, whatever the black one was called. Like, I guess it was the Slim, that came with a built-in hard drive for the first time. And it was like 120 gig hard drive or something ridiculous like that. Back in the day when Microsoft kept pretending that hard drive space was extremely expensive. Anyway, this thing got there, and it had a bad hard drive in it because they were extremely touchy and didn't work very well. Because they were whoa. They were hard disks. Yeah, there we go. Hooray. Anyway, yeah, it got there. The hard drive was bad. The rest of the console worked perfectly fine. No issues. Oh boy, I should have went back and saved right there. Oh man, I feel dumb now. Anyway, yeah, this see ya. This Xbox, literally nothing wrong with it. Perfect condition except for the hard drive. The hard drive was like $50 or something at the time, but not anything completely insane. Their directions were for me to put the Xbox 360 in a box and then put that box in the box crusher at the Walmart to destroy it. So I was just like, well, to hell with that. So I kept it. Kept the controller that was in there with it. It was like a whole set. And was this against the rules? Yes, almost certainly. But do I care? No, I don't at all. It's insane to charge me $300 or whatever for something that you're literally telling people to throw in the garbage. Specifically, to throw it in the garbage to save, you know, ultimately 30 cents by just supplying a new one instead of taking the old one back and fixing it. It's ridiculous. There were a lot of things about that job that were ridiculous, though. The advice that I got from the woman who trained me was the job only takes about 5 or 10 minutes to do, but you're scheduled for 2 hours. So, at each store. So just go ahead and, wow, what is, okay. Yeah, it's just do your work. It takes 5 minutes to do. Just check all the answers, your little handheld zebra thing, and then go to the subway and sit in the subway for an hour and a half before you leave. And it's like, hey, I'm all in favor of wage theft from large companies. I just mentally, I probably could handle it now, but at the time, you know, I was 19 and did not have the patience to sit for 2 hours after doing 5 minutes of work everywhere that I went. It's a pretty awful job. Can we get it? No. On guard has let us down. And now he's transformed into bananas. Figures. Alright, a banana. And Dixie giving us the rare underwater guitar solo. Oh man, Windy Well, is this the one that everybody hates because it's super difficult? Or am I thinking of another similarly themed level? Wow, that was dumb. It looked like there was something down there. Okay, Windy Well. Hovering chimps. Go up. Ah, yeah. Let's go. Herc's Adventures for the PS1. It's the first time anybody's ever brought that game up out of nowhere. But that's another game that I would love to revisit here. At the time that game came out, it was when I was first learning how to like recognize individual developers and stuff like that. And the first game company that I became like a huge like actual fan of was LucasArts. And this game is kind of one of the least remembered games that they ever made. Right up there with stuff like Outlaws or The Dig. And even The Dig is fairly well remembered because it came with a book and was, you know, I think the first attempt at like real involvement with video games from Steven Spielberg, who is famously like a huge video game nerd. Anyway, that's The Dig that I'm talking about. I don't know why I'm bothering to talk about it. Wow, that was exactly what I needed to not do. Anyway. Yeah, Herc's Adventures. There's like a top-down, sort of like Zelda clone-ish with like some elements of like Diablo and, you know, reusable weapons and like a little bit of like currency and that kind of thing. Uh-oh. Cool game. Anyway. And one that I would love to revisit. No! I knew that was gonna. I just can't get the timing right on that for some reason. I don't know what the deal with that is. Hey, we got that K. I knew there was something down in that area somewhere. Okay. Up. There we go. For once, I got that timing right. Okay. There. Get that. Oh, no, we're not. There we go. Back up again. In front of this sinister porcupine. Okay. There we go. Whoa. It's got me there. Monkey wanted them bananas. Oh. Ooh, hiss. Oh, great. The thing that I had trouble with already earlier. Hey, one up. Nope. My brain is literally just not processing things fast enough here. Ah. Well, at least we don't have to go back too far. And we're right next to this nifty one-up. Never hear people say nifty anymore. Maybe it's just because my best friend's mom said it sometimes, but I feel like I think of the word nifty being very common in the 90s, like the mid-90s. Yeah, I got around him that time and then immediately forgot the entire premise of this level and got myself killed. Okay. And there we go. That's how you maneuver a chimp around bees. Oh. Go. Yeah, okay. Right. We're actually going to come out ahead in lives. I just don't trust this wind to carry me. Yeah. Ah, why did I do that? Okay. A little bit better. There we go. Okay. Ah! That was me messing up because my microphone was in the way. That doesn't usually happen. Ah! Look at that plummeting chimp. Okay. All right. Got through there okay. Ah! Got greedy there. Got frustrated and greedy. Ugh. Don't you hate it when you're doing good at something? And you, like, do it multiple times in a row, and then all of a sudden you just lose the rhythm somehow? And now all of a sudden you're messing up in ways that you didn't even realize were possible at the time that you were doing it. Navigate these bees. There we go. Okay. Alright, just gotta get across here. Thought for sure I was gonna hit that bee. Okay. Cross. continue up the B corridor. Hate them hooks. No parrots. I don't even have a parrot. Wonder who that sign's for. Better do some freestyle about this banana coin I just... Well, it was a terrible performance. We did not find, I don't think, any of the bonus levels. But the important thing is we now have access to a save. You gotta say that's a good beat. Oh, wait. This is the one everybody hates. Okay. I remember this now. I don't think that I hated this as much as everybody else did. Probably because I played a lot of Mega Man growing up. So like auto-moving platform areas and stuff like this are really not that big of a deal to me. Sounds like I'm trying to be a badass. Yeah, I've been playing, these Mega Man games since I was a kid, so I mean, really just baby stuff. Auto-scrolling levels are basically nothing to me. I'm a Dark Souls champion. That's not true. I made it like 20 minutes into the first Dark Souls game and stopped. Just did not catch my interest. I liked that Star Wars Souls game, okay, where you play as Archie. Play as Archie the Jedi, trying to, I don't even remember what the plot of that game was. Some kind of secret Jedi that nobody knew about. I gotta kill the bad guy from one of the cartoons that I didn't watch, I think. Yeah! Jamming right through those porcupines. Okay, yeah, this must not be the one everybody hates, because this is way too easy for that to be the case. Maybe it's really hard to get something in here. Like, maybe this level has, like, a really hard to get DK coin or something. I feel like I remember this level being infamous, but not really finding it all that difficult. Ah! So hard to time that correctly. Ah. Okay. Alright. Time to chimp up and try this again. Ah! Oh, this is a pretty sleepy time stream. Hope I'm not coming across as sleepy and bored sounding as I feel like I do. Ah! Died. I've reached over and almost put on this Elmer's washable school glue stick next to me because I keep thinking it's chapstick, and I've done that like 6 times. Like, reached for it and then ultimately not put it. Guess what I'm saying is eventually I'm going to glue my lips shut. Whoa! Extra bananas. Those are always nice. Okay. That's a difficult combination of enemies, I must say. Have Diddy do his little, like, weird Peanuts dance here. Oh, I want that DK barrel so bad, B. Please stay out of my way, B. Yay! Alright. Oh, God. Ugh, didn't make it. For some reason, I reached instinctively for a spin jump, like I'm playing Mario World. Did I almost call it Wario World? Ugh. I am out of it today. Dodge these people. These bee people. Bring me nothing but consternation and strife. Nothing over there. Whew. Okay. I gotta say, the background effects there, pretty cool looking. That's a neat effect. Now we just gotta dodge some bees. Dodge them bees. Okay. Something I would love to get clarity on someday. One time I saw an upload of whoa. Sticker Brush Symphony. You know, the one of the famous songs from this game that's gone into quite a bit of acclaim. Somebody on this one particular upload of this song, Sticker Brush Symphony, or possibly Forest Interlude, I'm not 100% sure, but it's one of the two, said that there's a voice saying Donkey Kong, that plays slowed down as part of the synth in that track. And I don't know, I could not figure out at all what they were talking about, but I've not seen anything about that anywhere else since then. So I don't know if it's something that they imagined that they found, or if it's actually something there that people just haven't documented. There we go. Gotta get that special K. Oh, I didn't get the jump that I felt like I should have had there. Alright. Seems like every word in this game has an alternative and disgusting meaning to it now. Even clapper. Oh, and I hate that fish so much. Okay. Oh. Okay, now this chimp is riding a swordfish. No. I needed that swordfish. I really, really did. No. Yeah. Art. One time, several years ago, I built fences with my father-in-law's fencing company. And I got to build the fence for a major aquatic-themed show in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, where close to where I live and where that company operated. No. He's got to come back eventually, right? Yeah, there we go. I built this fence, and most of the time that I was working on it, there was a seal close by that was being trained. So that was a lot of fun. Not exactly a really impressive story or anything, but it was pretty awesome to sit and look at a seal. On the same job, I got to hear Bush do a concert from like 300 feet away, which was weird. They were playing at some brewery or something. Probably Yeehaw. I think Yeehaw Brewing opened a little lounge there where they do concerts. In the island, the kind of terrible just barely made that. Wonder what I was supposed to use that barrel for. Gotta stop doing that. That's gotta be irritating to listen to. I apologize if anybody's watching this stream and getting tired of me going, Sound like I'm mod or something. B. Arthur. Alright, I think I went the wrong way. It's Bonk Clapper. That's my favorite Peter Gabriel song. Bonk the Clapper. Get that chimp. Slide under here. Slide under here. Oh, stupid porcupine. Want that G, though. Yeah, wipe out them bees. Yeah. Nothing up there really worth getting, huh? Get us a nanner coin. Wish I had some banana pudding. Really go for some banana pudding. Even bad banana pudding, even if it's like just, you know, one of those vanilla pudding parfaits you get at the gas station with some bananas in it. I'm not a fancy man. B. Oh god, that thing. I forgot about those. Those things literally, every time they bump into you, they take a life. You can literally sit there in the corner with that thing and get a game over in like 3 seconds. You can also get a game over this way by being terrible at this game, like I am. Up. More of these guys. Yeah, some banana pudding with some mushed up vanilla wafers in it would be very good right now. I would enjoy that a great deal. See ya. Love it when problems solve themselves like that. Up. Oh. Been thinking a lot about, there was a roller rink that was around when I was growing up. Still there. And I believe still operating as a roller rink. Not that I would know either way, because I don't know that I ever once actually skated there, because every time I went there, there was such a good collection of arcade games that, like, I could have given a crap less about skating. They had Captain America and the Avengers. They had Mace the Dark Age. They had Mortal Kombat 3. And I think later they converted it to Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, which was nice. They had the G.I. Joe game. They had Paperboy with the crazy handlebar controllers. So that was super cool. They had Ivan Iron Man Stewart's Off-Road. Which was, you know, obviously an absolute classic. Seems a bit less classic, I guess, now that I've played Super Sprint, which is like the same game, but also kind of better in some ways. Boy, I just lost a lot of bananas. Oh well. We're getting pretty close to the end of this game. I think this is going to be the last week here. of Donkey Kong month, because I think we're pretty close to the end of Donkey Kong 94 also. Yeah, I get that extra monkey. That was close. Ow! Gotta keep this chimp alive. There we go. Oh, no. Okay. Was really worried that we're gonna break the pattern there. Oh, good. Thank God. There we go. Oh, come on. How was I supposed to know that that was gonna happen? Woo. Okay. It's taking a lot longer than it should. Oh, boy. I just kept going. Oh, I feel like there's... I'm nervous enough. Not this guy. Okay. That was genuine terror in my voice there. G. Og. As I. We believe the chimps are showing signs of rudimentary language. They've spelled Og. Go visit Swanky. What is the name of this area of the island? Keep, I think. What is the name of an old man Kong who lives in a monkey museum? Why, that would be Cranky. Which of these enemies also appeared in Donkey Kong Country? Zinger the Wasp. What is the name of the castle level with the rising floor? Castle Crush. Now an award-winning app on iOS. How many animal buddies can you ride in the game? Let's say 5. What is the name of the flying ghost coat Kremling who throws objects at you? Why, that's Cloak. I'm gonna get that big ape bounty. What is your spider buddy's name? Squitter. How many desks are there in the king? Okay. 5. The answer is almost always 5. How many different baddies do you think there are in the game? 40. Ah! So close. Squitter. 5. The answer is always whatever the middle number is. There's like one question where that's not the case. Yes, they did do well, Swanky. Okay, Toxic Tower. This one I know people are very resentful of, so I'm just going to go back and save the game just to be safe. Toxic Tower. We're getting close to the end. Uh-oh. Wow. That went poorly. Let's try that again and see what happens. Ugh. Okay. Get that snake. Really love to play the Legacy of Kain games. Been curious about those recently because I thought the original Legacy, like the first Legacy of Kain game, it's like the top-down RPG that Silicon Knights did. I thought that game was awesome. And was super cool because it was a 2D game, and that was in the era when I should have gotten that DK barrel. That was in the era when 2D games were few and far between because everybody was so focused on 3D. So games like that were always fascinating to me. The best example, of course, is Symphony of the Night. Oh, we're dead. I was like, there's no way I'm going to get up fast enough to do that. So, yeah. Okay, let's start this over. Nah, didn't want that to happen. I very much wanted it not to happen. There we go. Boing, boing, boing. Anyway, yeah, I've always wanted to go back to the Legacy of Kain games. I never finished them. I felt very betrayed by the fact that the next game in the series, which I think was Soul Reaver, was 3D instead of 2D. So I was pretty much just out of that right away. But now, as an older kid who has had that desire for fell apart there. Had that desire for 2D games sated because now they make 2D games again. I would like to revisit Soul Reaver because I do remember people saying that game was very good. We're dead. Yeah, I remember this being the level that everybody hates. I think you have to play as all 4 of the rideable animals, or all 5. Ah! Doing poorly there, and God, does that look ugly. It gets the job done for what they were looking for, but man, it's hard to look at the screen that green. It's just like an eye-shredding color. No! It takes just slightly too long to charge up that A button bounce. If they shaved like a half a second off of it, it would feel way better. Also feel way better if I could make that jump and not die. Okay. What? It's like it summoned that alligator back to where it was. Crocodile. Crimp. Whatever you want to call it. B, 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 A. Ah, no. No. We're dead. There's no getting back from that. Yeah, this is a very unforgiving level. I feel like I have seen a lot of people say that this is the hardest level in the game and one of the hardest on the Super NES. Love the color of green of that Kremling. It makes me think of that like metallic green color that came with the Crayola sets. And they had like the metallic crayons. They were all like really pretty gem tones, but the green in particular was like really gorgeous color with like little flecks of metal in it. Really nice looking. Oh man, I've got to stop trying to get that DK barrel because that's where I'm dying every time. We had an opportunity to get one of the Silicon graphics machines of the type that Rare used to make the graphics for this game to add to the museum collection. We were very excited about it. The person was not charging too much money for it, but it was in very good shape. We found it on Facebook Marketplace, and me and Aaron both contacted them for literal months, and never once did they respond to our very serious offer to buy their computer. We never did figure out what the deal with that was, but it sure was disappointing because I have always wanted a Silicon graphics machine of some sort. Figured it would never happen. Okay, I think this is the furthest we've been so far. Maybe. Gotta do these bee bounces. Alright, now we're a bird instead. Let's get the bonus or the continue barrel. Man, this bird moves so much better without chimps. I guess I should just be thankful that this parrot can carry around chimps to begin with. Like, really, I feel like a parrot would struggle with one chimp, much less two. It's the K and the O. No. Go. Ugh. Scary bee corridors. Taking out them bees. Now we got the G2. Unprecedented level of progress. Halfway through the level. Nobody's ever seen anything like it. Oh, and there's the end. I feel like there's time to rock out later, Dixie. All right, let's go save. All right, let's leave college. I joined college for a semester, pretty much just to save my game as well. Well, there's Donkey Kong. Game over. Let's go to the Flying Crop. Screech's Sprint. Oh, yeah, I remember was. Okay. I remember this level also being extraordinarily difficult. Whoa. Oh, okay. I don't know why I did that. That was very dumb on my part. Get out of here, cat of nine tails. Yeah, not that funny. Give me my girl chimp back. Them bananas. Do do do. Hey, all right. How about that? How about that? We made it right across there. And then I died in a remarkably stupid way. That's the kind of stupidity that if you saw it in a movie, you would say it was fake. It's like, it wasn't realistic. He had this huge lead. He was doing fine. And then all of a sudden, he just turns around and jumps in a pit and dies. What kind of idiot would ever do that in real life? Oh, I got so greedy. What's down here? Okay. Up. Yeah, there's the continue here. Okay. See no reason to play fair with this parrot, because this is a very clearly evil parrot. And there's no denying that. Oop, too high. Okay. Well, I have a feeling this is where we're going to see our first continue, because I remember this level also being very difficult. Trying to scratch my nose and manipulate a parrot at the same time, and it's not easy. Oh, I hate race levels. I truly, truly, truly do. No. Having good old-fashioned bee troubles. I feel like I did okay there. Could have done better. Yeah, I think this is going to be one of those where you just kind of have to memorize how to go through the level, or else you're screwed. Get them wings flapping. Ah! Oh no! I've messed myself up here. No. Smart of them to put that sound effect in the background there, because I feel like I'm making that noise like every 3 seconds in this level. See, I didn't even collide with anything. That's the thing about it. It could be one thing. It'd be one thing if I actually ran into that sprite that indicates where that bramble bush was, but I didn't. At least I don't think I did. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Who knows? You know that parrot's got to get high on that bramble. I gotta be honest, this world seems like a nightmare. Like, for there to be this much bramble somewhere, you don't want to deal with that. Up. Around. It caught me. On the plus side, I feel like we're going okay here. I feel like we're making some progress. I feel like that in particular was pretty close to the end of the level. And I think if we make it to the end of this level, we're going to be very lucky. Gotta go straight up. Okay. Up, over, down, around. This has got to be so boring to watch from a viewer standpoint, because I have like nothing to add. I'm just wrapped with attention. Trying to get through this level. Yeah, baby, we did it! Oh, I feel like a champion. And just like any, major athlete or Olympic champion, treat myself to a sip of Mountain Dew after any, great feat that I accomplish. Okie doke. We got that out of the way. We got all the levels out of the way. Now we're going to save Donkey Kong from being kind of hit in the arm a few times. Uh-oh. Could have planned for that, and I didn't. What do you want, K-Rool? She was bowing down to you. Let's change chimps here real quick. Up and over, and I jumped too soon. Great. It's gonna be a tight one. Oh. But that should... Is that the last hit for this version? Yeah. All hail Donkey Kong. Here we go. Okay. Got that DK barrel. Gotta do the Yellow Devil jumps from the first Mega Man. Oof. It's getting ugly. But we still winning. Whoa. Been extraordinarily lucky with these so far. Yeah. Okay. Get the barrel and toss. How's about that? Is this maybe the final form that he has? We'll find out. Oh no, he did the Psycho Crusher. Here. Another hit. Up and over. Come on, baby, show me that cannonball. There we go. I should have thought about that. Diddy's very worried here. Oh boy. What? Oh. I must have just gotten too close to him there. We were doing pretty good there for a little bit, though. Alright, fatty, let's go. Oh, come on. Oh, that's gonna mess us up so bad. All because Diddy's baby little chimp hands couldn't throw a cannonball. Looks like there's some peanuts in the background, too. I think they're probably supposed to be like bunches of bananas, but like right over Dixie's head right there before she died. Looks like peanuts. And I'd say that that's probably accidental. But then it turned out that Diddy likes peanuts to begin with. In Donkey Kong 64, rather. To begin with. Oh man, Dixie is so much better than Diddy is in this game. Well, that was lucky. See, that wouldn't have happened with Diddy. Diddy would have fallen short. All hail Donkey Kong. All right. Got that cannonball out. Let's go. Ew. Okay. That one, my arm is itching, which doesn't bode well for my chances. I like the sound that these make. On barrel. There we go. I bow to you, Donkey Kong. Running out of gas there on the old blunderbuss. I think I got that at like the last possible second. You really need Dixie here more than anywhere else in the game. No, I wanted that cannonball so bad. Ugh. We get him? Do we get him? Oh! Almost got hit by that. No, we did not get him. Ah! The purple stuff, which I can only assume to be lean, also called drank. It causes your controls to be backwards. And that fight is complicated enough as it is. Thankfully, we can start over with absolutely no consequences. Why are they so freaked out that Donkey Kong's there? Ironic that we got our first game over on the literal last stage of the game. Oop. In with the cannonballs. Getting lost in thought here. You are my gorilla god, Donkey Kong. I don't know why I keep having... Oh, well, of course I opened my mouth. That's what I get. Ah, did not let go of the button in time. And now we got to start over again. Terrific. It's like Diddy's range with the cannonballs is so bad that I don't trust him to let go of the button until I get, like, right next to him. Was real afraid I was going to hit that cannonball there, the one with the spikes on it. I did not. Swap them on back. I feel like if this game was made today, with current trends in game development, that this game would be... That is what I hate about Diddy Kong. And that's actually what I was going to say, is I feel like with the way that game design has been codified in the last, 10 or 15 years, I don't think that they would ever have a final boss like this where one character is infinitely better to play with than the other one. Like, it would just be like a combination of, like, oh, you need Diddy's cartwheel because it goes forward, but you need Dixie's throw because it goes up and at an angle. Like, you would have to have some way of balancing it around that. I have sacrificed myself for you, Donkey Kong. Whoa. I keep doing that. Why do I keep doing that? Okay, got him that time. Now I just have to survive with Diddy through this ordeal. It's just these two. And then these two, and then the barrel. Yeah. Now I think I may get a DK barrel, maybe? Kind of. Hopefully. Please. Yes. Okay. Okay, made it through that round. And we still got both chimps. Things are looking good. Things are chimping up. Okay, now the purple ones. Ah, still got hit. Titty can take this hit. There we go. Is that really for real it? Yeah. Yeah, son. You'd think if he was capable of doing that, Donkey Kong probably would have done that in the first place. Like, you'd think that ropes wouldn't keep him tied up. I knew you'd do it, Diddy, my boy, but how could you fail, having learned all you know from Cranky here? We did not even stop in to say hi to him once. I always wonder what those things, like, slightly to the left of Cranky's sprite are. They kind of look like NES Advantage controllers, but not exactly. Can't tell what those are. How many of my special video game hero coins? Cranky's running the Franklin Mint or something. Let's see how we did, and not well. We only got like half of them. Not even half. Wow. The infamous references to Earthworm Jim and Sonic the Hedgehog over here. This is also a very British game design kind of thing. Where we beat the game, this super long adventure, and we finally beat the final boss, and it immediately jumps into telling us how badly we did at capturing all the extra stuff through here. These are the lazy landlubbers. I feel like Mario has the copyright on Spinies. Mini Necky, incidentally, regular Necky, does not appear in this game. There's Screech, looking just as bad as he did in Saved by the Bell. These are the submerged sea dogs as opposed to the terrestrial sea dogs. I'm gonna have peppermint because my throat is dry. Snapjaw. Some of these start to sound like G.I. Joe names. Clomp. Not so much Clomp. Klinger, who you, of course, will recognize from MASH, making a guest appearance here. New Clampax brand clampons. The hooks I got are too big. The swords I got are too big. I'm a living coat. They didn't animate me. I have nothing to say. I've left the tracks. I'm proof of an afterlife. You never talked to me. Killed him so dead that we even killed his ghost. Cleaver here indicating the guy who was responsible for the problem at the party. He's the one who spilled the beer. Giant bee that was full of other bees. And then, of course, Captain K. And our animal buddies. Ramby, of course, from the first game. On guard. We're going to finally find out the name of the snake for sure. Ratley. Keep wanting to call him Coily. Squitter. Ruth Buzzy. Steve Martin. And me, your announcer, Gary Owens. Ooh, oh no, you don't want to call them the Kong Clan 2Ks. That is not... Even in 1995, they should have known that. At least they didn't call him, like, the Crazy Kong Clan. It's amazing how with one push of his walker, he can propel himself across a bridge. Donkey Kong, I feel like they should have let him down after they saved him, instead of just leaving him tied up and dragging him home that way. And there's Diddy. The Scurvy Kong Crew. Fun fact, that letter before the E at the beginning there that we usually read as ye is actually a letter called a thorn. I believe it's called a thorn. And it is actually pronounced th. So it actually just says the and not ye. Connie Cage, Johnny's sister, worked on it. D-Wise! I don't think David Wise did all the music in this game, did he? I thought there were a couple of other people who did songs. No, for the first one, it was like Robin Beanland and... oh, I can't place her name. Dan Osen. The voice of Super Metroid. Lashley Samoys. Good drums in this section. S. Miyamoto. I wonder who that is. Greg Males. Executive Director. Tim Stanford. I guess going by that background image, the map, I guess the treasure is Donkey Kong. The treasure we were looking for all along was Donkey Kong. Well, folks, that is Diddy's Kong Quest. That's how it ended. Basically, he rescued Donkey Kong and everything was fine for a little bit. So I think that's going to conclude our Donkey Kong Country 2 series here in 3 parts. Feels nice to have actually completed something that I was working on for once. This has always been my biggest problem with streaming is I want to start 50 different series at once and then abandon them all when I lose focus. Yeah, so this is the final part of that. We'll probably have something something new, but possibly Donkey Kong related. I don't know that it's going to be a multi-part series like this was, but we'll see. We've also got we've got Donkey Kong 94 coming up here. That last video should be Thursday. And that'll finish that series up. We may take a look at the GameCube games. Because I've never played them. Jungle Beat and maybe we can get a hold of the Congos. We'll do some of that. Donkey Konga. Kind of go from there. In any case, thanks for sticking around through this series. Hope you enjoyed it. And hope you'll stick around for more coming up here soon. From Vintage Geek Extra, this is your buddy Stars. Have a good night.